Hey guys, welcome to Game Pass Check. We're a series where I tell you if the game's worth downloading on Game Pass. Today we're checking out a game called Superhot Mind Control Delete. This game is available both on PC and Xbox Game Pass. And this game's technically a sequel to the main game, however you don't really need to play the main game to still enjoy this game. If you feel like playing as a badass, check this game out. If you like puzzles, check this game out. If you like roguelites, check this game out. This game's a mix of all of those between. This game makes you feel like John Wick, but when you move, everything else moves around you at the same time. Concept is simple, you gotta kill the red guys, but the concept does get harder as time goes on, as you guys start dealing with more red guys and even more special ways of trying to be able to kill them. So now on to performance. On PC, pretty easy. I would recommend playing with the SSD, though on hard drive it's not that big of a noticeable difference, just loading screens. I did play this on the Xbox One also, and I did notice the loading screen is pretty noticeable. Now this game does this weird thing with the glitchy effects, which makes sense because it's all about being in a meta virtual reality world. But on Xbox One, because the loading screens take a bit longer, makes you question, did my game freeze? What's happening? Did my game crash? And then the game finally loads and you're like, oh, okay, no, it's just a long loading screen. Again, on how long to beat, this game averages about 5.5 hours to beat. Gameplay wise, it plays a lot like arcade. You do play a lot of levels, same levels sometimes, and you do get power-ups by completing missions. Gunplay feels a bit solid for the game. It's nothing super special, but it works perfectly for this type of game. Now again, the gameplay isn't like super special, but how the gameplay puts all it together with the time stopping mechanics just makes it feel really solid, awesome, and makes you feel like a complete badass. Like I said, it's basically John Wick, but if time was paused every time he stopped moving, that's this game in a nutshell. Looking at this game graphically, it's nothing super special, but if you compare it to any other game, you would instantly notice it. It stands out because it's just basically white, black, and red, and that contrast really pops out compared to most games. Now for story, there is kind of a story. It's not really super important to the game though. It is kind of a meta, fourth wall breaking story. Now I did play the other two games, and I would say those two games had more of a story than this one, but there is still some lore into this game and story and kind of the after credit towards the end of the game basically. Now that's it for Game Pass Check on the Superhot edition. If you guys are interested in more, maybe consider subscribing. And I do gameplay highlights and reviews, so more to come up in the future. Thank you for watching. Bye.